Hey, I see everybody in the comments already. That's awesome. Hey, welcome to Sunday Night Live. This is the Sunday Night Live that we do every Sunday and talk about the videos that we just filmed and also get together in the chat because I see a lot of familiar names in there and a couple that I have not seen before. So it's going to be great. Thanks for coming along and hanging out on this Sunday night. And we're going to get to some comments, but we got a lot to talk about tonight. Can everybody hear me good? I hope so. Give me some thumbs up down there if you can hear me okay, or just hit yes. How's that sound? All righty. Well, let's get started. I got to roll back up to the top here. Let's see. Oh, we got James with I Do Adventures. Now, that was North Carolina hammock hangers. That's James that we were with down there at, I always want to say Mossy, but Woolly Swamp Campground in North Carolina. Great time that was down there. All right, welcome, James. And there's Bearded Viking. How you doing, brother? Yeah, and I'm watching two things. I got YouTube comments over here, and I've got our comments right there on our StreamYard. All righty. I just make sure everything looks good. Oh, you can see the thing right there. That's our lantern. We got the lantern there going. We still have the mail hammock back there. No mail, which is okay. That's no problem. But I got another piece of camo, and I've got it over to the top of the ridgeline because right back there's the hay bike, the e-bike that we haven't gotten out with yet. It's going to be soon, so that's in the works as well. But hey, get back to talking to everybody. Hey, old and crackadated. Sorry to hear about Ladybug passing away last night at 7:42 p.m. Well, thoughts and prayers. It's always tough to lose a pet or even a family member, because our pets are like family members. I was just giving Bailey a treat that a little earlier that George, a guy that I hang out with, he's a Vietnam vet, and he had a couple dog treats, and he sent one home for Bailey, and she did some tricks for it. Yes, she did. All right. But old and crackadated, definitely our thoughts and prayers are with you, and especially during this time. Yeah. Hey, Elric the Blackheart, how are you doing, brother? And Elric doing some condolences there. And there's Freddie Moss. Hey, from South Carolina, Freddie. How are you doing, Freddie? I hope you're doing good. And there's Leonard giving us an update. We got some severe weather, tornado index 8 to 9. That's pretty high. Yeah. Oklahoma's been getting hit hard. So's Texas. Again, just all of our thoughts and prayers for anybody in the path of storms. We're going to pray a hedge of protection over them. Flooding. There was some major flooding down in the Texas area. It's the 8 to 10 foot of water. They made a lot of rescues yesterday. So everybody that's, helping with rescues and things like that, definitely we're praying for their safety and thank them also. Absolutely. All right, let's see, coming down. Hey there, Small Town Adventures. How you doing, brother? My prayers for you too, as you continue going through different things. Hope it's getting better. There's KN. Hey, KN. And if anybody, I'm just going to remind everybody again, Discord, we have a Random Adventures 2.0 Discord channel. If you don't know what Discord is, look it up on YouTube, and Discord for beginners. It'll explain everything that Discord is. So I know we gained a couple people in Discord. I haven't had a chance to go in there for the last couple days, only because I've been busy, really busy. Yeah. And let's see. So I guess everybody can hear me good, because everybody was saying, no, I can't hear you. Where's your sound at, Tony? So I'm doing something a little different. So I've got these headphones and this mic that comes around. Stitch has a pair of these, and him and I were talking. So I went on to YouTube and got it, because when I bring someone else on, it's really hard for me to hear them coming through the computer, because I got to silence it and keep it low. And when I use the DJI mic, it plugs into the back of the phone, into the port. So this is our emergency phone, but the DJI plugs in here, the transmitter. So when I use it for my speaker up here, I can't hear out of the phone, and so I can't communicate with anybody that comes on. And I thought, you know what? Let's just go with this rocket. So I did put it in the Amazon storefront. If anybody is thinking about it or likes it, I think it was only like $29. And I do want to say there is that link. It's going to be under, I think I put it under like technical or electronics, I believe. So that's what I did. And Mr. Ed bought 5 coffees, buy me a coffee, which covered the cost of this headset. So I was like, oh, we're going to put that to use with the channel. So definitely appreciate all the contributions that everybody make on Buy Me a Coffees or participates in Patreon and different things like that. And I still haven't done anything for putting that link up. So I need to do a little bit more investigating. Oh, I'm getting squirrel, right? So I got a little off track there. But anyhow, hey, Dixie Cup, how are you doing? Hello, everybody. And I'm watching over here. I don't usually have YouTube up too. Let me see if I can spin this around. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Oh, I knocked over my water. Oh, let's see. Right here is YouTube comments. And then right here is StreamYard comments. Oh, and that's me right there. Oh, right here. So we got it like that. Let's see if I got my setup there. Yeah. Oh. Want that lantern in there. So balance of lighting and lighting. So I try to balance things out. Anyhow, so I was working last night on just getting things read up in here. And I probably got to explain what Red Up is. Just straightened up. So I've got different tarps and hammocks right up here. Got them all back in their little cases. Then this is our cooking stuff. What's not in the car is up here. What's not in the car is up here. Yeah. So I just straightened that shelf out and stuff. So we'll swing it back around. All right. Back. Let's get going, right? What are you doing, Tony? So we had one video earlier in the week. We did our review video. So you're going to see different reviews on the channel. And I try to only do camping-related views, with the exception of about 2.5 years ago. And I think I mentioned this last week. A company that I have a gray shirt from that I did a review, Fiobach, they had reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to check out our new line of shirts? Okay. And it's Stay Cool 2.0. So I was like, 2.0? Absolutely. And so I've got to do a review on that. And believe it or not, this is one of the shirts here that I'm wearing. So let me get back. So this is one of the shirts here. Now on the review that I did before, the original shirt that they had sent me, they're plant-based, 30% plant-based, I think. And what I like about it, they're breathable. They're Stay Cool, so they do that kind of stuff. But see the collar? Most T-shirts, once you wear them for sometimes a month, they start getting stretched out. This is, what was it? Something technical clothing, because they mix materials together. I think it's also got bamboo in it, which that helps with odor and stuff. But they don't disform. I'm getting off on, this is not a shopping channel. But anyhow, I wanted to show you all that because I love that shirt that they had sent me years ago that I did that review on. I loved it, and I wear it quite a bit. I don't wear it on too many videos, but one of the reasons that I did review that shirt is because with through hiking and stuff like that, if you got to wear a shirt for, 5 days and then you wash it and then you put it back on for 5 days. You want something that's going to stay wrinkle free. This doesn't wrinkle. The shirt I have, it looks brand new from the day that I got it, and I wore that thing a lot, washed it a lot too. So way different than a regular t-shirt. But this, I just like the fact that it's 2.0. Hey, are they stealing my thing? Just as long as they don't go, hey, this is Stay Cool 2.0 line. Yeah, as long as they don't do that, because then I'll have to talk to them. Yeah. All right. So anyhow, we're going squirrely again. All right. We're hey, Haley, how are you doing? Haley Hudson. Good evening, everyone. Yep, there's Emma Brown. Awesome. Hey, Emma, how are you doing? And there's Tony with an eye. How are you doing? Hey, Josh and Jen. Jen, hopefully you're healing well. Hopefully it's going good. And Josh, you too. I don't know if you guys got a chance to get out camping again, but you guys got a great new camper. And then Jen had a little bit of issues. So hopefully I'm praying that everything is going good. Hey, Rick, how are you doing? What's up, Tony and everyone? And then we got Eileen. Hi, Eileen, with a big double wave, right? A double, ooh, 2 hands. Yeah. Hey, let's see. Oh, Heidi Cook. How are you doing, Heidi Cook? My first live. I was going to say I did not recognize the name. Well, welcome, and everybody in the chat, welcome Heidi to our Sunday Night Live. So on our Sunday Night Lives, you guys chat in the comments and things like that, and I always love to see that. But one of the other things, Heidi, that we do is we always talk about the videos of the week that we just did, ones that if I do anything at the beginning of the week, and then every Thursday night is our camping video, and if you saw the thumbnail, that's the camping video that we're going to talk about, which is the one we just did. So you'll always know what's coming up. And welcome. Glad to have you a part of the 2.0 family. Yes, we are. There we go. Hi, welcome, Heidi. There's KN saying there. And I know I'm gonna get behind because I'm only at 8:02 and we're already up to 8:12. Hey, Jack, how you doing? From Pittsburgh, the opposite end of the state. You are right. Yeah. Hey, Tim, how are you doing? So if the reason that said opposite end of the state, I'm more this side of the state, closer to central Pennsylvania, I-81 that goes up and down, and he's four hours, I think 4.5 hours away from me. Yeah. All right. So hey, Tim from Florida. All righty. Yeah. Let's see. There's Susan Bradley. How are you doing, Susan? All right. Hey, Kia Soul 23 Travels. Hey, how are you doing? They offer 5,000 reward here in Seattle for their cat. Not sure what that means, but anyhow, right. Hey, Jake, how you doing, the Oregon boy? Oh, I swallowed, I almost inhaled my saliva the wrong way, so I'm just going to take a sip of my water. Stay hydrated. That's always key. And if you guys remember, so I've got, what coffee am I doing right now? This is the mainstay, but this one's Ethiopian. So this is the Ethiopian kind. So this is the mug that JDB Designs did for me. So when I took this out of the box, so he mailed it to me on a mail. Oh, that's a pretty cool cup. And I'm looking at it because I didn't see this part yet. So you can see the hammock there, the mountain. Isn't that cool? And then I came around and I was like, what? That's me. Yeah, right there on there. So you got the Random Adventures 2.0 and with my picture on there. I thought that was really cool. I said I was going to take a sip. So salute, cheers. I always say good morning when we drink in the morning, but good evening. Now that's a good cup of coffee. All right, so get back what you're doing. Let's see. All right. Hey, Brian, how are you doing, Brian? Hi, Tony. How is the car tint job working for you? Okay, I'm going to talk about that in a second, but let me redress the question here. Did you find it difficult to adjust driving at nighttime? Do you recall what percentage the shop did? So, first question, how is the tint job working for you? Awesome. So, way better than the window shades. Because on the window shades, I can't see out because I got the window shades up on those 4 windows. Well, and the little ones, but the 4 windows going back. I didn't keep a window shade on the back, but I always kept those on the windows facing out black rather than the silver facing in. And I know Miss 2.0, when she drives this Subi, she's always, oh, I can't see out the windows. And I'm like, yeah, if this was a panel van, you wouldn't be able to either. Use the mirrors. And just kidding. But anyhow, so that was an amazing adjustment, because I keep them in because putting them up every time is kind of a little tough. Now, the percentage, I believe, is 5%, okay, on those windows and the very back. So in that video, when I'm talking about luxury auto tints, Alan, I didn't ever say his name, but the one brother is Alan, Chris and Alan. Chris does the auto detailing, the ceramicing of the paint and stuff. They were just working. I stopped by there the other day to give them a link. They were doing a Corvette, a brand new one. The price tag on the Corvette, before they tinted the windows and I think the ceramic, they said it's like a list of $200,000. I was like, oh, I wanted to film it and put that up, on something. Maybe I'd do that on maybe on like a Patreon or something. Maybe I can do stuff like that on the Patreon page. Do little videos like that, because I don't want to crowd my regular channel with too many things that aren't camping related, because the algorithm doesn't like that for some reason. but it was a beautiful. But Chris does a lot of the auto detailing, the wrapping, the ceramics, that side of it, and then his brother Alan does all of the window tinting, and he's the one that's been doing it since he was 16 years old. And what a amazing job. No bubbles or anything. Now, they told me as soon as they were done, they said there'll be some really fine like water droplets underneath there, because the way they spray it and then put it on. And if you saw them on the outside of the car, when I said they're doing the heater on it, they put them on the outside first and then heat them up, because it molds and bends a little bit to the window, so that it makes it easier when you go to apply it on the inside, that it goes on real quick. But quick work of doing the whole car. I think I was only there for 2 hours. And I just hung out because I wanted to get B-roll for it. Now, I did a lot more videoing than what I showed you, but they were just fantastic. And those little water droplets, so I couldn't roll down my windows for about 4 or 5 days, because they said with the sun and the heat and everything, what it will do is dissipate that, so then you can roll them up and down, because it micro heals to the window, right? Micro gets into all the little nooks and crannies, but you can't even tell. So when we were in the parking lot, like I'm showing you the window, and then I say I got a light on there, the old light bulb, one of these. So that's the lowest setting, and I had it on the brightest setting. So this was sitting in there, and when I opened the door, then you can see how bright it is in there. And then at the right before I crawled into bed, I had the fairy lights on there. I had this tucked into the one side, just give it a little bit more white light for when we popped the trunk and I climbed in. And yeah, you couldn't see the lights when I was standing behind it. And when I say, oh, I wanted to go a little darker, I didn't mean the tinting. I meant in a spot that was a little bit more darker, so it would, be able to show when I open the door that how much light is in there, is what I meant when I was saying, oh, I wish, but I did say, oh, but I didn't want to leave the parking lot. So hopefully that was understood. Anyhow, I hope that answers your question. So it's 5%, but my Subaru, those windows, not the passenger and driver, are already tinted with a slight tint. Even the passenger and the driver has a slight tint to it on Subarus. So when I put it on, that just adds to it. So when I say 5%, that's not including what was already on there. So it's even lower than the 5%, which was amazing because when I woke up in the morning, I said, oh, there's a white van that just pulled up next to us. When I'm looking out, you can see the sky is blue. It's like looking through a pair of sunglasses, like, people can't see in, but you can see out. That was amazing. So I could see all around me. But the guy even looked over and I could see him just looking at the car, but he wasn't looking in the windows because he was only seeing his reflection. I think that's pretty awesome. And like I said, again, it's all based on the contributions like the super chats and super stickers that we've gotten recently, and also the Buy Me a Coffees, that I was able to do something like that, which only upgraded the and helped with the channel. So you guys, I want y'all to know that the things that y'all do like that, it goes to the channel. It definitely does. And it's a big help because I couldn't do a lot of this without you guys and the support of y'all. And I am way behind. I'm only at 8:03 and we're already at 8:22. So I'm going to get going. But that was a great question, Brian. I really appreciate that question. Let's see. Hey, Jonathan, how are you doing? From Allentown. Oh, there's a Billy Joel song about Allentown, isn't there? Yeah. I'm not going to sing it. Yeah, you don't want me singing it. You really don't. Even though I got my singing mic on, so I could, but I'm not going to do it. Hey, Stitch. Well, I joined at the worst time. First thing I heard was the ladybug. Oh, yeah. Very sorry for your loss, Golden Crackaday. Yes, definitely. And how are you doing, Stitch? And say hi to Ruff. Give her a pat on the head for me. Yeah. Tony, your sound sounds good. So that was at 8:06. So it's been a while. I better go. Yeah. Oh, hey, Terry May. How are you doing? Yes. How are you, Terry May? All right. Let's see. Red Up sounds like a Lancaster, right? Lancaster speak. Yeah, we got to red up the barn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much people understood that, but when I first used the term red up, some people commented, I forget who commented, but they said, oh, you better explain that, because people aren't going to understand what you're talking about. Yeah. All right. Jen got cleared. Oh, cool. Okay. To go camping in 4 weeks. We are really looking forward to it. Yes. And that will be well needed and good for healing. Yes, it will. Yeah. So thanks for commenting back. Hey, Veronica, I love Sunday Night Lives as I get to see it right before I go to work to start Monday. So you're night shift. Okay. I hope you and everyone enjoys their Sunday evening. Unless you're not night shift, maybe you're in another country, maybe across the world, and this is soon to be your morning. So Veronica, you have a great day at work and go out there and be awesome, right? All right, Veronica. Thank you for stopping in. I'm glad you got to come on here. Yes. All right. There we go. All righty, Dixie Cup. Yep. Reminding us that we got squirrels. Yeah. And yes, definitely keep Freddie in prayer. I've been praying for him, and him and I have texted back and forth a couple of times and just encourage him because God did shut a door, but he opens another one, and we're waiting to see what the Lord does and how he continues to provide. We're continuing thoughts and prayers, the whole 2.0 family, Freddie, for you. Definitely, definitely. Yeah. And scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. All right. All right. There we go. Hey, Mike, Hike with Mike. Hey, folks, how are you doing? Yeah, that was a good steak. Alrighty. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, let me say hi to a couple more people. We're going to talk about that. Hey, Dale, how are you doing? Hey, RNRV Chronicles. Hey, everyone. That's our friend Dave. He's out in Arizona right now. Yes, yes, yes. And Heidi telling everybody thank you for welcoming her. Yeah. Uh, Tony is a mess tonight. What, Jake? Keep it down in the comments section. Yeah. Hey, Adam, how are you doing? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling. I'm just kind of stopping with people that I just see. I want to see. Hey, my friend, love your channel all the way from Glasgow, Scotland. Oh, awesome. Well, Glasgow, I've heard of that, and definitely heard of Scotland. Yep. So, what time is it over there? Maybe I can look over here if you do comment. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking I could jump back and forth. Put the crunch cake on the shelf. Yeah. All right. Oh, I see homeless Santa down there. Wait, I got to get to you. I want to get to everybody else here first. Hey, Kaylee, see, wishing you a blessed and safe week. God bless, and God bless you too. Hey, Alpine Warrior. Hi, everyone. All right. Hey, Alpine Warrior's putting out a lot of short videos right now. Some really cool stuff. That kayak one was really cool when you went over that kayak. That's a nice wide kayak. Looks like a good fishing kayak. Hope you're enjoying that and going to be enjoying it a lot more. You got a beautiful, beautiful area up there, Alpine. Yeah, like I said, I got to get up there and see you again soon. Hey, Hammock Mountain, how are you doing? Yes, Hammock Mountain in the house. Let's see. There's homeless Santa. Hey, brother, how are you doing? Yeah, yeah. And oh, wait, I got to do this for homeless Santa. Ready? He'll know what this is. You guys will know what it is too. Oh, I got to get it to the right spot. Here we go. Oh, it's a bacon. Oh, Bailey better not see me. That's my snack. Yeah. Oh, I love bacon. And I do this bacon on a cookie sheet, right? And then I drain all the grease off, and then I use that to cook other stuff. But look at that. It's good. That's not the one I bid on, so I got two. And they're going to be 0.0. And by the end of it, because I'll probably eat all three of them. All right. So maybe I won't, because then I can't talk. And y'all might say, oh, that's a good thing. But I got to get down through the comments. But homeless. I inhaled a bacon crumb. But homeless Santa, I saw your comment on the video. I didn't get the chance to comment on the videos yet. 5 hours ahead of us. Okay. Oh, I'm jumping back and forth. Look this way. So anyhow, what was I saying? Oh, homeless Santa. So I saw your comment to make sure that I get essential minerals, and the one was keto chow. Believe it or not, I was watching Dr. Kenny, and I saw it on his shelf, and he actually talked about it. I ordered it, and it came 2 days before you had made the comment, so I'd already started it. But heads up, you're awesome, and I really appreciate that comment. And I'm just, you were a good inspiration for me doing what I'm doing. Yeah, and I got some good news about how things are going too. And I mentioned that when I'm making that steak. Now that Freddie Moss brought up the steak, let me tell you about that steak. Now that scodel, Stitch had sent us when we were down in Florida. Stitch, when we got, he was showing me the scodel that's down there, and we saw the smaller one, which is the Adventure scodel, which is the one that he had sent me. So I got back from Florida, and then a couple of days later, it showed up and on a mail Monday, and we opened it, and then we took it out. That has got to be the best steak I've ever cooked, and it cooked it quick. It cooked it really quick, and the cleanup was like super easy because it was cooler out. As soon as I took the steak off and I went over, I turned it off and I put it on that cutting board. Isn't that cutting board awesome? Because I needed one with a ridge around it, just to catch any juices, but it really didn't, because I let it rest. Really didn't juice out too much, hardly at all. But I took that over and I cut it up, and by the time it was done cutting it up and eating it, and then starting the cleanup process, the all the grease that was on there had solidified, and I just scraped it off and put it in a Ziploc bag, which wasn't much, which is really nice. And then I just took paper towels and I just smoothed it all out, got it all cleaned up, packed it away, and we kept going with our video. But it was amazing, amazing. Just that. Oh, I love it. I really, really do. Yeah, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna keep going here. Hey, Rebecca with 2Ks. How you doing from Crockett, Texas? Yeah, you're getting a lot of rain. We made it through the recent storms. Glad to see you. Glad to see you all day. Yes. Yeah, and I believe I just heard on the weather you're supposed to be getting more. So our continued prayers for that, definitely. All right. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Yeah. I'm just want to try to catch some new people in here. Hey, Trevor, how are you doing? Hey, Mr. 2.0, how are you doing, Trevor Rosenberg? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing great. Yes, I am. A lot of energy, a lot of energy. It hit me about Tuesday. But for like 3 or 4 days before that, I was so sluggish. Like, oh, I was sluggish. I was tired, really tired. So then all of a sudden, boom, I got really good. Let's see. Dixie saying, "Hey Tony, how dark was the tint? Only 5%. I would have thought over 50. No, I believe it goes the other way. So 5% means you can only 5% of light comes through. I believe that's how it is. So it's the opposite. So 0 to 100, 100 being clear glass, 0 being solid panel. You can't see through it at all. So this was a 5, and I think maybe the Subaru already had maybe a 50 on it in those windows, because they're darker. So it would be like before. And then so I'd say maybe it's only got like a 2 or 3%. Yeah, I don't know if Alan's going to jump on here at all from Luxury Tints. I should have worked it out to where maybe he could, if he wanted to come on and talk about it, that would have been great. Because like I said, he's been doing it for a long time, and really amazing little shop there. They do a lot of cars, a lot for dealers and things like that, high-end cars. Let's see. It sound good. Let's see. Emma saying, Stitch, it got garbled and sounds good. I am not buying. He got a headset from Burger King. Yeah. I just need a little crown, right? And then we could be from Burger King. Yeah, it's squirrel, right? Hey, Random Exploring 1.0. Thank you for calling customer service. Thank you for calling customer service. This is Tony speaking. How can I help you? Yeah, I don't have khakis on, and so but yeah, this is my REI pants. So these are the green ones that I always have, and I got to get that comment off there so you can see them better. How do I get that off there? Oh, thank you. So these are the REI pants that I real like. I've got a couple pairs of these green ones because I like them so much, and then that way I can always look pretty much the same. But this is sage green for the shirt. I don't know if it's picking it up. I asked Miss 2.0 because I went down and modeled it for her. I said, "Ooh, that's sage green. Hope it looks good, right?" Yeah. She goes, "Yeah, it looks sage green." Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. Hey, Patrick, how are you doing? Patrick, checking in at 8:22. Okay, we're at 8:36. Good, good, good. Let's see, going down. So I'm getting pretty. Hey, Tony Chocolonely. Chocolonely is. I was told that was the actual name. Tony's Chocolonely. Lonely. So this is my one Tony's Chocolonely that I have that I saved. This is a souvenir because when we did, as Patrick knows, when we did the meetup and with Alpine and also Stitch, went up to New York. I had handed these out for anyone that came. Yeah. To the meetup that we had up in upstate New York. All right. So, no. Oh. This is my stroke hand. No, not been using it. So maybe that was for me, I'm thinking, right? Yeah. Oh, maybe you're talking about Discord. I know we did talk about it. And her son's going to give her a hand with that. But just in case it was about me not using my stroke side, then we're going to do that. Hey, Eva. All righty. Eva, I watched a video. Oh, what was it? I think when Bailey and I went to the second lake real early in the morning, I went out there. I walked out to it with Bailey. We drank a cup of coffee, Black Rifle coffee that my daughter had given me. That's got to be almost, well, it's over 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. I think it was that one, or it might have been, oh, no, it wasn't. It was the when Bailey went car camping with me. I brought the thumbnail up to show somebody because they didn't know I had a dog, and that was the only picture I had of her that I could think of I could get to real quick. So I brought the thumbnail of the live when we were talked about the camp when Bailey came with me. And I was just looking through some of the comments, and I saw you in there, Eva, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, Eva was in on that live," and that was over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. So that's cool. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Guy Smiley, how are you doing? Hiya, Tony. Putting the crunch cakes on the shelf. No, the crunch cakes are actually in the car. I have it in the hiker box. So when you saw that tub, when I said that's my food box, there is some food and different things in there that I keep for myself, but that's pretty much going to be the one hiker box, and I have some in there for hikers as I see them when I pass the Appalachian Trail. Yeah. All right. So, which May 17th, 18th is going to be trail days down in Damascus, and that's where Hammock Mountain says is going to be down there at trail days. Homeless Santa, I don't know if you're going to trail days at all, but I'm going to talk about that as well because I was actually thinking about doing that. Drive through, Tony, laugh out loud. Would you like fries and a Coke with that? All right, what size? Medium? Okay, just pull around to the second window and we'll take your money. Thanks. I looked over here and saw that over here. Let's see. I'm actually going up, way up sometime end of the week. I have to give you, yes, please do. Meet you. Okay, a week. I'll have to give you a text when I get up there. Oh, awesome. Yes, yes, definitely, Freddie. Love to meet you, Mr. Tony, and maybe we can eat a 2.0 approved ribeye. Hey, absolutely. That would be awesome. Yeah, it would. Put up a hammock in the gazebo, a nice place to hang out. Oh, yes, it is. Old and crackedated. Definitely, definitely. My grandfather is, oh, really? Oh, Josh says my grandfather is from Glasgow, Scotland. Very cool. Yeah. Now, kilts are Scotland, because Homeless Santa, you had a kilt on down there. I think it's Scotland, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is. Braveheart, right? Right? I think. Oh, no, no problem, brother. Yes, no problem. Yeah. Right. And bacon. Yeah. Who doesn't love bacon, right? Oh, everything's better with bacon and butter. Yeah, it is. Especially organic butter that's been organic. Yeah. I like the I can't remember the name of it. That organic that I like. I forget the name of it. Okay. So I'm hangry. Sorry. Yeah, that's like when I was cooking that ribeye. Oh, look at the bacon. I'm sorry, I'm making everybody hungry with bacon. But that looks really good on the camera. Yeah, it does. Mm. Oh, bacon, bacon. Yeah. CPR time. No. Hey, Andre, how are you doing? This week, our mayor make a new rule: $30 to leave the Magdalen Islands. First place in Canada. QR code, etc. Please pray for us. What? $30 to leave the island, Andre? Yeah, that's tough. Now, that's not a bridge that goes across. Is there a bridge that goes across? That's weird. Yeah, I want to go to Canada. I do. I'd love to go up there to Canada, and I'd love to go to Magdalen Islands. Yeah, I would. Yeah, Andre, call me. Hey, Trevor, how you doing? Oh, I said hi to Trevor earlier, but yes. When and where is the camping trip, Mr. 2.0? When and where? Well, just like last Sunday, because I wasn't feeling good. I was like, because I'm really worn out, really tired. And I knew there was a couple other things that I needed to do, like that car canopy. Um, it was late in the day, and I went, you know what? I'm starting to feel pretty good. I'm going to go do that. It was Monday. I'm going to go do that car canopy from AMA. So I put that on, and man, did that ever go on the car? So much nicer than me trying to do the tarp, because it had those straps, the buckles straps. And what I did is I pulled on my Subaru, the roof rack. When you're not using the bars, they just face from the hood to the trunk in that direction. Then there's a little clip that you lift them up and pull this one to the back, and this one goes to the front. So they end up with a front and back, and then you can have them that way to put on roof rack and stuff. So what I did is I just took the bracket, the one that went all the way to the other side, and I just reached up and I clipped that one on. Then I took the second, slid that one a little bit, took the second one, clipped that one on, took the third one, clipped that one on, and then I just walked to the other side and pulled it across. I didn't have to do anything like struggle with the tarp falling off the back of the car, and then me going and trying to put it back up again, and it falling off the other side, me trying to put it back up again. So that, as far as ease of putting it up, amazing. And then it just comes down and straps to the tires. That was so easy, and then you just cinch it up tight, and that works for multiple different SUVs. And believe it or not, the cost with those aluminum poles was 109. With and I saw on there when I looked later, if you ever go on there and want to see, I think there's I have them on the Amazon storefront, Random Ventures 2.0 storefront on Amazon. And if you go to car camping, you'll see that tarps on there now. But the green elephant poles that I have, they have a set that you can get two of them. So you get the aluminum poles and the new set of two extension poles that extend. And that's the only complaint that I had, was those aluminum poles are heavy, and they're not hard to put together. They go, but they're a 2-foot section. So if you need to be only 1 foot more higher, you got to put a whole 2 foot in, or leave the 2 foot out and be a foot lower than you wanted to be. So having the adjustable ones, they are lighter. At least I know the green elephant poles that Alpine sent us are lighter. And I believe, and Crackaday, you have a set of those too. You had gotten, said they were the best poles you ever got, those green elephants. But there's so many different configurations. I only showed you the one configuration with the posts, one on each corner, and then there's that longer, wider flap that comes down. So that went down the side, and I only used 2 guy lines for that whole setup, just 2 guy lines, because I took the guy line that was coming off the top of the post that ran down. I just made a trucker hitch and ran it through that and tightened it a little bit and made that flap for that eyelet right down there. And I really appreciated the way they did their tie outs, the straps. They take and fold it over, but they twist it before they sew it so that you can get a guy line there and get it separated very easy. That's one of the things that I noticed very quick. As far as weight wise, not real heavy. The only heavy part about it was those aluminum poles. And I would say I'm probably not going to use the aluminum poles. I'm going to get them out of the pack, store them away, just because the green elephants are so much easier to use. Now, I did want to set it up the next time A-frame, so it's right down the center. You have a big A-frame and comes like this. And then you can set it where you have the 2 posts, but instead of out on the end, move them closer to the car. And then you have the tarp coming off the back of the car here on this stand, goes up the poster in the center. So you have your hatch back here, and then 2 posts, and that goes down in the front. So if you were looking at the back of the car, it would go down like that, like on an angle. So a lot of different ways. And then you even don't need a card said to put it up, but you would have the straps hanging. So you could do it, but I don't know if I would ever set it up like that. Just because you can use a regular tarp if you don't want to use the car. But I loved it. I really, really did. And Aimea is a good product because the Aimea underquilt is the one that I had. My very first underquilt was an Aimea, and I used that Aimea all the way up until I got the I can't think. Onewind one. Oh, and I just ordered something that came in from Onewind because if you know the snake skin, I talked about this last Sunday, the snake skin that we had the tarp in that goes across the top. I've always been looking for a big enough snake skin to do the hammock, and Onewind came out with one. Now, I ordered it and it came in, and I put it on our storefront because I just this afternoon in the living room strung up my hammock with the underquilt and the top quilt and the hammock, all in there with the ridge line and everything, and put on the two-piece snake skin that is big enough to do everything. So I did that, and then, oh, it's perfect. I'll show you that on the next video, because the next video is going to be a camping one. But I just did that, and I put it all back in the, just stuffed it right back into the backpack. Took up less room because it can't expand. Once it's in that snake skin, you start packing, it kind of is settled down in there, but it'll be a quick deploy. Because all the straps and the buckle is all on the hammock. Because one of the things that I look for doing is I don't want to spend a lot of time when I get to a location, because a lot of times you don't have you don't want to draw too much attention to yourself, depending on what kind of camp you're doing. But I want a way to be able to put it up quick, or hook it to a tree on one side, leave it hang, and put the other strap on the same tree and just let it hang there. And then once I'm ready to go use it or go to sleep, I just got to run it across and throw the strap on the other tree, and then slide the snake skin, and I can just crawl right into it. So the only thing it doesn't have on there is the one-piece bug net. So that's the only thing I got to install on it. But even during really buggy season, bugs don't seem to bother me too much because my blood's AB positive. I'm gonna watch Stitch down here soon go AB positive. But I always say that because bugs don't really like my blood for some reason. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. All right. So I never know where I'm going to go. So Wednesday, I was like, okay. And I even said that in the video in the beginning of it, like, hey, I don't even know what we're doing or where we're going. We went into Irish Isles and got that really beautiful ribeye. I just knew I was going to eat ribeye. I eat meat, so that I needed meat to eat, and we were going to go from there. So when I say, all right, well, we'll see it when I figure out what we're doing, and I put my hand over the camera, and then I pull it away. All right, we figured out what we're doing. That was all in the process. So that's kind of how I do things, because it's random. Like I'll have an idea, but I don't always know what we're going to do, nor when we're going to do it. Like that was Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Squirrel. So I was done with camp Wednesday morning, and then I finished the editing of it, and then I started the upload process. So I got to, I was near a Sheets in Elysburg, and just letting it upload there because for some reason I got real good reception. It's fast. But about 11:30, it said it was done uploading. I was like, hey, and so I am going to go on and just do a couple things, and then the rest I do on the computer, like all the tags and stuff like that. When I pulled it up, I saw that it had a flag, or what do you call it? It checks for like any restrictions. So it had one, and I looked, and my song, which is by Arthur Basov, Basov, Arthur Basov. So my editing app, Power Director, changed all their music, all of it. They just changed the whole thing, and I lost my intro music. And if y'all remember, I was struggling with that, so I had gone back on one of my old videos and just captured it from one of my old ones, and I was just using it on the new ones because I didn't know what I was going to do. There was a couple of videos that I did where I had to use some other music that they had on there now, and I really disappointed in the music because the song is titled From East to West. So it came on that I wasn't able to use that I could splice it out. If I spliced it out, when I said, hey, all right, cue the music, it would be done until the music was done. And then I'm coming back and I sit in the car. I said, "Oh, cut the music." That's where it would have picked up. So I went, and here's what the video looked like when I spliced it out because I couldn't use it. I went, "All right, cue the music, put the music." That's how quick it would have been. Hey, we're going to go inside the store. You wouldn't have heard any of that. We're going to go, check it out. This is, and you wouldn't have seen any of that because the music was playing. Or I could have separated the music and it would have just been pictures and you wouldn't have known anything. So I quick called RNRV Chronicles, Dave, my friend, who I know has, I said, "Dave, what am I going to do?" And he says, "Well, let's see if we can find it. What's the title?" And so I told him the title and he found it on Premium Beats. And so for $29, I could buy the license for it and use it on any video, unlimited. So now we're talking Thursday afternoon. I uploaded it. I'm trying to figure out where to put the license number in, and it's not there. We couldn't find it, so I had to upload it, re-upload it all again, and then it came up with the same flag, and then I had to go in and dispute it. But while you're disputing it, it puts any ad advertising into escrow, and Arthur and I, while it's being disputed, would just have that funds put in escrow. So the artist and me. So I disputed it, put the number in, my license number for the song, and within an hour of us going at 7 p.m., it came back with no restrictions. So they fixed it really quick, and we were able to go and not have it be an escrow. But we would have had 30 days to dispute it. However, at the end of that, it would have been, I would have been, it worked out. And the thing is that, I can use other music, but I love that song, and it's just kind of become part of the channel. And so now we are licensed users of it, but which was, I used to get it through Power Director, my editing app, but when they changed all their music, it's gone. So far, so good. So now we don't have to worry about that, and I've got a full copy of it, and I got little loops and stuff. They gave me a whole bunch of stuff with that one song. All right. So, and I did check. It is now saved into my editing app. And anytime we do another video, it's right there. Yeah. Ooh, sorry about all that talk there on a lot of stuff. And we're almost up for an hour. And we got 87 people watching. Well, hey, 87 people. How are you doing? Yeah. All right. Okay. When and where is, I just did that one. Okay. I saw Darlene's arrows. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, Katie. Hi, everyone. New to the live channel. Well, welcome to our Sunday Night Live. So we do this every Sunday night at 8 p.m., no matter where I'm at. Just real quick. So we did a Sunday Night Live last year, and you'll see this on a lot of videos. So, Katie, we do, like I said, Sunday Night Live. And what I was going to say, sometimes we do it at locations. We were at Rough Cut Barbecue last year. And I guess that was, sometime in July we did that. And Stitch, do you remember you were checking the weather because it was pouring down rain, and you were saying, "Hey, it looks like you got a break in it. This is the worst of it." And you were doing that satellite view. But we were at Rough Cut, and I went back to Rough Cut when they were open again to actually get their barbecue. Their barbecue's amazing. But Rough Cut. So that is up near hometown, towards Hazleton, not all the way up to Hazleton, but up in that area, Delano, stuff like that. So it's not too far from my daughter's. But I saw this hat in there when I went and ordered, and you can see how it's distressed on the front. I love the distress because if y'all know, when Camp Hat was eaten by a bear, not not a bear, but her dog bear, my daughter's dog bear, um, Camp Hat, I just used to wear it all chewed up. So I love the distressed look. So that's why you notice here on my hat, I made the distressed on my hat, and this is the legacy hat. Um, but we were wearing this because when I ordered that barbecue, I saw this hat hanging there in there behind the window, and I said, "Oh, that hat is that for sale?" And they said, "Yeah, they're for sale." And I said, "Oh, how much are they?" And they were a little over 20, I think. Um, and I said, "Oh, well, let me eat this barbecue and think about it, and maybe I'll get it." And the lady comes out while I'm eating the rough cut barbecue, and she walks over and she laid it down. I went to reach for my pocket, but I was going to tell her, "Oh, I wasn't sure if I was going to buy it yet. I wasn't sure if I had enough money to buy it." And she goes, I said, "Oh, I just wasn't sure if I was going to get it yet. I had enough for it." And she goes, "No, it's on us." And so they blessed me with the hat, and I ended up wearing it. And a lot of videos last year, ever since I got the hat, because I love the color and I love this style of hat. So we've wore that a lot. And then when I found the legacy hat again, and then got this design, sketched this design out, and then our local guy, Academy Sports, they did this stitching embroidery. Look at that. Look at the trees. Ooh, yeah. I should have done a hammock in between some of that stuff. That'd have been cool. All right. Well, so Katie, we do a Sunday Live. Like I said, sometimes we'll do it at other places. We do it at a state park. We've done it at multiple different. We did another barbecue place. We've done it at multiple places. In fact, I was going to do Sunday Night Live from where we did our last camp on Thursday. So yeah, but I didn't. Oh, speaking of, let me check this out. I just want to see where we're at here for a second. You can keep talking. Oh, you're talking to me? No, I'm just. Oh, how do I do that? Oh, I got it. Didn't move it over far enough. I just want to see where we're at before I say it. Okay, so we're at 14,438 subscribers. And as you know, we are going to be doing I'm still trying to get it all worked out. I'm working on it. Going to do our 24-hour live from somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm already working on things like how are we going to keep our phone charged that we record off of. I'm going to be able to use this for part of it. I'll be able to put the other part on. We'll bring guests on. I'll try to work on a schedule to have different people come on with us to kind of just throughout the 24 hours, maybe that wants to come on and I can talk to them and they can keep me awake if I get tired or anything like that, or they can just talk while I go somewhere and go to the bathroom. Yeah. And so I'm still trying to figure it all out. I really am. But I'm thinking I'm thinking we're going to get that all worked out. I got to get down to that. But Alpine Warriors asking, Tony, is the new snakeskin mesh? No, it's not. It's not, but it's nice. It's real light, very light. Yeah. Like their little stuff sack that their tarp comes in, that material, that's the same material as it is. And really, really nice. Real nice. Yeah. Oh, I'm watching the YouTube ones and I'm coming back over here. So I'm trying to figure out. So we've got just a little over 500 more subscribers. That's coming pretty quick. Then we're going to do our 24-hour live somehow, some way. Yep. Okay. Yes, welcome to the 2.0 family, Katie. Glad you're a part of it. Yes, we are. Yeah. Yep. Terry May is doing the carnivore. Her and I met. Terry May and her son came over to meet me when I was down in Lancaster at the Hammock Hang 2 weekends ago, and that's where Homeless Santa was as well, which I had met in Florida, and then he was also at the hang down there at Maha. But Katie, she also is saying she also got the electrolytes too. Thank you for telling me about them at the hammock hang. Yeah, they're good. Miss 2.0's taking them also, those micronutrients and stuff and things like that. Oh, Sean's Adventures. How are you doing, Sean? Yeah. Let's see, Dixie Cup there. We're coming down. Hey, James B. Good evening, Tony. Good evening to you too, James. Yeah. Oh, there's Skeeter. Hey, Skeeter, buddy. Rebecca with 2Ks. Yeah. Hello, Rebecca with 2Ks. Absolutely. Yeah. So guys, safe now, Rebecca Wall. Yes. Hello, everyone, says Miss 2.0 at 8:33. Boy, I got behind again quick, right? Yeah. Oh, I was just checking on our little candle there. Now that's the lantern. That's the fire maple uh, orange lantern. You can see where I'm grabbing it at, and it's not even hot. Yeah. So, and this flame adjusts so you can get it going up pretty high, but you keep it down below the glass. You can just keep it little candle. It goes down even further than that, but I don't want real little in there. Oh, see the flame. Real small, and then you can get it up. But it does have a little opening here where when you light it. I saw some reviews on it. Now, I have a review on it too, but you see how it's real wavy if I blow? Okay. And then people said, well, I got one big negative about it, that the flame wiggles when it's windy, and that's because I looked at their picture and they still had the vent open in the front where you light it and you turn it. So it's not like that. So I didn't make a comment. There was other people commenting saying, oh, that's shouldn't do that. Like, nope. And then I finally went on and commented and said, you got to turn the little glass globe a little bit so the wind can't get in where you light it. All right. Hey, traveling Ron Man, how are you doing, brother? Yeah, we saw each other last year in June out at the rendezvous. I was going to say the other word, rendevorous, because I was calling it that for almost a year. It looked like it felt like it. I don't know. Yeah. Yes, I was good. Let's see. Coming down. Hey, Randy, how are you doing, Randy? Good evening, Tony, and all the regulars. Absolutely. And all the new people. It's a big thank you for the new people jumping on as well. And I hope you find a home to hang out on Sunday night. Yeah. It depends on the state as to what's approved for tint level. Yes, that's why I didn't get the driver or the front windshield. You don't do at all. At least I don't do. But some people will. But yeah, it'd be go by state. You go by your state. I was talking to Alan about this at Luxury, and because there's dealers coming in and getting their windows, dark to sell the car at, that they're doing, and they're not even sold yet. They just want the tinting on their car, and some of them are really dark. You can't see in them. And from what Alan was telling me, years ago when tinting first came out and stuff like that, and you were doing all that, that they were way more strict with it than what they are now. But then again, I'm not sure on how that is. I'm not sure. Alrighty. Yeah. Well, everybody's saying hi to Lisa. She's saying hi all. Yeah. Yeah. I got, oh, thank God he has pants on, right? Yeah. Drive through Tony. I think it's all good here. Yeah. Scroll down. Oh, I don't want to scroll too far. I missed somebody. Hey, outdoor happy Brenda. How are you doing? Hello, 2.0 family. Yeah. Ba-boom. Tony likes chocolate. Yeah, do you think Tony likes chocolate? Yeah, he does. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, like I said, you know, in that video, I said I was going to explain a little bit more of what I was doing. So, one, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. This isn't medical advice or anything like that, but I'm telling you what I've experienced and what I am doing. So, right here is my diabetic meter because I am type 2 diabetes. And when you see me do like Louisiana crunch cakes, butter with brown sugar and all that stuff, that's for the video only, right? But I'm probably not going to do that anymore, right? Because well, it's in the refrigerator. So I've ever since for about 3.5 years. All right. Let me show you something here real quick too. So if you notice, and yeah, I got pants on. If you notice my stomach, right? Okay, I ate right before coming up here. But from video to video, week to week, depending on what's going on, what I've eaten that week, my stomach would blow up. And then I would be burping sulfur, just it would blow up like a balloon. That's why some weeks you see me like, oh my gosh, he gained weight. Oh, I don't want to say anything in the comments, but and then all of a sudden, the next video, I'm down further. So, but I have struggled with. That's why I had that colonoscopy, endoscopy, and all that stuff recently. So down in North Carolina, I had it was a bad episode the whole weekend, even though it doesn't look like it on the video, but I was having a rough time. So, again, when I was down there with Maha, I had a really bad time. So the doctors have been trying to figure out what's going on. Like I said, I'm type 2 diabetic. I take a shot. I also take a daily pill every day. And I cannot control my blood sugar that good. And you say, well, it's because you're eating Tony Chocolonely's and things like that. Like I said, that's for the video. I do that. But even when I'm not on video, when I eat, don't eat bread. I don't eat buns. Every once in a while I do with things, but I notice with sugar, not with sugar, but carbohydrates, but I can't identify what it was. But I'll eat something and within an hour, my stomach will go from here to all of a sudden here within an hour. And I never knew why. And I tell the doctor and he'd be like, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, but we could never figure it out. But on average, my blood sugar, waking up in the morning, fasting and eating real good for days, I'd wake up in the morning and maybe 175, 185. That's not good. My A1C, 10 was last time I did my blood. And so, like I said, they had put me on that once a week shot. Then also I take medicine for that. So I had Miss 2.0, as you know, is a nurse, and she had sent me a link for the carnivore, like maybe try something like this. And I was already kind of almost doing it, but I wasn't. All right, not like I am now, because I do a lot of was doing a lot, potatoes. I love potatoes, and I do have, well, Skittles, right? So I had them Skittles, that box of Skittles and stuff, which my grandkids like. Yeah, but I was thinking I needed to do something because it wasn't getting any better. So the lowest my blood sugar has ever been in the morning was about 170 or 126. And they say it's high, but it's not that bad. For me, that was amazing. So I decided on a Monday, no, a Sunday. Um, that Sunday, for Sunday night, when I did Sunday Night Live several weeks ago, I prepped stuff for the day that I ate that day. The next morning, I said, "Okay, I'm just doing it." So I had a first full day on a Monday. On Tuesday morning, I got up and I was like, "Oh, I'll check my blood sugar." I came over. Oh, it's on my phone. I took a picture of it and sent it to my friend. And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I'm not. Am I gonna pass out?" I did my meter for the first time I've ever seen it. It was at 71, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall out. Gonna pass out or something." But I never know when my sugar's high or low. It's been unregistered on a meter for a long time. It just wouldn't register there for a while, and that means it's over 600. So anyhow, so I decided to go ahead and go all in. I'm the kind of guy that does. I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to do it. If I'm going to do it, I'm doing it. So the first several days, I, I had that 71 in the morning, and I was like, "Oh no, maybe I'll get some glucose tabs or something like that," because I didn't want it to go too low. And but 71's good. But for me, that's wow. So then it was 85 the next morning. It was, I ate a big, I ate a lot. And an hour later, I checked it that evening. Um, oh, goodness, it was 112 after I ate, an hour after I ate. And I said, "Oh, maybe there is something to this." So then I did go through about a week and a half of my stomach really, but oh, that's the other thing. From the day that I started it, I've not had that stomach issues. My stomach issues are basically gone. I have had no bloating, and you can ask Miss 2.0. I had no bloating at all, since I started like that. And about the fourth day, because I wasn't eating a lot of sugar except for every once in a while, my sugar cravings went away. Like, you know, they really went away. I don't know how much of this stuff you want to hear. Miss 2.0 said you should make a channel and just talk about what you're doing there. And I said, yeah. I said, but I don't know. And so I'm going to think about it. I might make just another channel just for that stuff. To talk about maybe what I'm eating, show what I'm eating, what I'm doing. So if y'all would like to see something like that, show blood work, show everything that I'm doing this way, all about all about what I'm doing and how it's affecting me, how I'm doing with it, things like that. I don't want to put it on this channel because this is our camping channel and doing some reviews. I'll put it on the other channel. And if y'all want to go over there and subscribe to that channel or something like that, maybe we'll do a whole separate channel of just that, where maybe I do some cooking show some cooking on that channel of how I'm making stuff. But on our camping channel, we're still going to be cooking. We're still going to be doing all that stuff because I got to eat, right? And we can figure out some really cool things to eat this way. And so since I've been doing this, and it's been over 2 weeks, since I've been doing this, I have not, my blood sugar has not been over 133, no matter when I check it. And it was only at 133 this morning, once. All of my, it's giving me all these, on my meter, I have this one here. So one touch. I have this one here. So on my meter, it tells me, like, says, hey, good job. The last 9 readings, your average is 98. And I'm like, it's never been 98. I didn't even know this thing did that kind of stuff and told me that because I've never been on it. It always goes extremely high, no matter if I fasted for a day. And I went on the keto diet years ago. Maybe it was before the stroke. I was trying keto. I was like, how can I? And with diabetes, it's so hard to figure stuff out. It's like everybody's got a different story about it, and what works for one doesn't work for another. But I have to say, this is working for me, right? Follow along, I'll be updated. Yeah, and it's been amazing. And yeah, I'm not going to say any more about it because I am really. I don't want to tell you what I'm doing because I don't want to get out to my doctors, my doctor yet. I saw him. So my family doctor, I saw him. I was at Turkey Hill getting a coffee, and I was going to hang out with George and Ed. Now, George is the Vietnam vet, and Ed is his friend for 40 some years, and they hang out together almost every day in Elysburg there. So, but my doctor's office is so close to there, and my doctor, who I don't get to talk to, I only get to see him whenever I do a colonoscopy because that's what he does, colonoscopies. But yeah, I mean, he was coming over, and when he talked to me years ago about going on the keto, when I asked him about the keto diet, and he says, yeah, I recommend that high protein, low carbs. So I tried it, and I lost a little weight, but it didn't control my blood sugar. It wasn't. And I got so frustrated with it because I'm doing everything. I'm exercising. I was going to the gym. I was doing all these things. And I'm like, it's not working, right? I've tried for multiple times, multiple different things. You guys okay listening to this? I want to see in the comment real time, because if not, I'll switch to something else. But I'm just going to keep going. So anyhow, I see my doctor coming. He walks in, and I go, oh, I'm going to catch him. So I walked in, and I say, hey, Doc, how are you doing? He's like, hey, how are you doing? And he was getting snacks and stuff. It was lunch break. And I said, hey, have you ever heard of the carnivore? And he says, well, yeah, there was this one guy that was really pushing it on the internet, but I don't know enough about it. But I said, oh, okay. I was just wondering, with my stomach issues and everything like that we've been trying to figure out all these years. I mean, I don't want to get too descriptive, but I had some major issues with my stomach, major issues. It's a wonder that I even am able to do a YouTube channel and go camping and stuff like that. It's just amazing. But I'm finding out a lot's caused by inflammation from vegetables and things like that. Certain things will inflame and I think I've got inflammation in my stomach regions, or just bad bacteria. He goes, well, try probiotics is what he said. And I said, Doc, I remember I tried that probiotics. I was doing probiotics for 6 months and it wasn't working. He's like, oh, well, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to keep figuring that out. But I saw I was irritating him a little bit. So, because he was on his lunch break and I wanted to be respectful of that and hit him, say, hey, what's this about this? Make an appointment, right? So anyhow, and I figured he didn't know much about it, so no sense of me talking about it to him. So what I've done is I do want to say that these first couple weeks, and you asked Miss 2.0, it's been unbelievably positive, more positive than I've ever had in my life dealing with issues that have come up with that. And as you can see, I definitely have energy. more than more than normal, right? More than normal. So we're gonna keep going and doing what we're doing. And like I said, I'll show y'all more, explain more about it on different things. But I did say in that video, hey, while I'm eating a steak, oh, look at that fat. Yeah. I will tell you more about it on Sunday night. And you guys just keep following along, and I'll share a little bit more. We'll have a carnivore segment on our Sunday Night Live, right? Or something. I don't know. Okay, Tony. Yeah. Get back to comments. See who else is going here. Hey, Brandon, how are you doing? Good evening. I'd like to order a ribeye steak, well done with mushrooms, onions, and a baked potato on the side. All righty. Hope you had a great evening. Loved your steak camp out. All right. Did you want any sour cream and butter for that potato? All right. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. Okie dokie. We're getting crazy, right? All right. Oh, coffee. Oh, okay. You know, like I need to eat a steak. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I didn't get to any more baking comments, so I might not be down that far yet. Hey, Brian, is that how you say it? Rexford. He sure had me hungry the other night. I tell you, that was the best. Cooking it on that scuttle was incredible. Everything that I've cooked on there has been spot on. Really amazing, spot on. Yeah, it's been amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah. Let's see. Usually it's Tony doing. So okay, I'm looking at you guys talking back and forth. Terry May, Kerry Gold. Oh, Kerry Gold. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. And Aldi's has a really good butter there too. I don't remember what that one's called, but it is. They've got a good one too. Yes, kilts in Scotland, but it's not a kilt without a sporon. Sporin. Kilts are Scotland. Okay. Is that? I don't know what that. I'll have to look that up later. Hey, Chuck Jones, how are you doing, Chuck? Hi, everyone. Sorry to hear of your dog passing old and crackadated. Yes, Ladybug passed away last night at 7:42, I think is what it said. And definitely our prayers are for old and crackadated. But the other way, but I looked the other way for bacon. There you go. Yeah, bacon's good. Yeah, grass fed, free range cows. Moo. Oh, and I missed 2.0, and I found a. Oh, what's the name of it? I'll be sharing that too because they have a business real out in the valley. We go to this one place. And I might show you guys that sometime too. It's Star, Starr. They have strawberry festivals and all kinds of stuff out at this farm, but they got a big produce area. And I took her out there because we wanted to find. We talked to him last year about finding a butcher that does. Is there any grass fed in the area or anything like that, or just more, better meat? And we had hamburgers tonight. Um, because we got a pack. It's on an honor system. You go in, but we got to meet the young guy that was filling it up. It's their farm. Him and his parents, I guess, maybe parents and grandparents. I'm not sure, but really great farm. I'll get the name of it because you can go and look at what they have too. But really cool. So we just found that, and it took us a year to get there. I love homemade bacon. Hey, Mary, yes, for old and crackadated, definitely prayers. Pork belly for the win. Yeah, yeah. Or homemade sauerkraut. Yeah, remember I didn't make the sauerkraut. Remember, and I got to get going on some things this year. Yeah. Aw, yeah, got us sent 2 dogs and 8 puppies. Oh my goodness. That will definitely help you through that. Yeah. I'm gonna eat this piece of bacon. I'm just working on this one piece. When I get a little hankering for it, I just hanker down and eat a bacon. mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, going down. Oh, we got a question from Alpine. Tony, would you use that carb tarp with the other back end car tent that you have? So that's the Husky, the car tarp. Um, yes. So that definitely works with that because the tarp we were using, the one Tigris tarp. We use that for the tent car canopy, SUV car camping that Darlene had gotten us. We do use that. In fact, I'm going to be utilizing that on the 17th. So yeah, I'm still going to use that because the warmer it gets and the bugs come out, I don't want the bugs flying into the car when I've got the hatch open. But when there's no bugs and I can have the hatch open, we'll just leave it open. And then if I'm sleeping in the car, we can let the canopy up and I can just go bleep, bleep and close the door and sleep in the car. But I know last year when we went to the rendezvous out there near Clarion, Pennsylvania, that was in June. I was saying his name all day long. Freezerbound Outdoors hosts a YouTuber rendezvous out on his property, and there was Woman Outdoors, Jeep Fam, a lot of other guys go there. And I already talked to Nicholas Green, which is Nicholas Green Outdoors. He was on the video last year. Shade Tree. So it is the same weekend as Trail Days. But for me, with my stroke and being in that many people of a crowd trying to walk, things like that, and I'm not sure where I would stay, all that kind of stuff. Ooh, look at that. I'm still holding this little piece of bacon. Where I would stay, and I'm not really planned out for it. But the rendezvous here in Pennsylvania the YouTuber one got moved back a month from June to May. And it's the same weekend. So I'm going to be going on the 17th out to that one. I've already talked to Nicholas Green because Nicholas Green back, oh goodness, he's been doing it for 140 days. He's been carnivore for 140 days. And so I was telling him, we need to figure out what we're going to do for food. I've got the refrigerator and stuff, and we'll just cook our food together, like do eggs and stuff in the morning and things like that. But we can kind of cook together on the scuttle. And then plus I'll bring the Saturn, the fire maple stuff to cook, maybe cook some stuff on there as well. All right, I eat this bacon. Oh, and look at this. I got another piece. We got a bacon train. Woo-hoo! I'm taking a bite. Mm. Okay, getting back to the comments. So yeah, I'll still be using it. When it's cold out, as you know, I can close it and stay in the car. But if it's raining and stuff and I want to cook outside the car, we'll have it up, not put that on because we'll have that tent tarp on there. I can say it's a big tarp, 14 feet by 16 feet. Big. Hey, Shadow, how are you doing? Yes. Okay, coming down, coming down, coming down. Yeah. Yes, please, Josh. Thank you very much. And we still got 76 people on here watching. We're going to keep going 2 hours later. 2 hours later. Yeah. I don't know what that was for, but I have a feeling that was for me. Yeah. Hey, Dean, the dancing machine. How are you doing, Dean? Hello from southwestern PA. Hey, Tony, you ought to do a camping video at Knoebels. So Knoebels opened back up last weekend. I've looked at certain places over there to kind of doing, but I did behind the billboard for Knoebels, but I'm really not sure how to do one over there because they've got a campground and I don't want to go in the campground and do a video in there. Campgrounds are just too noisy for me to film. I can't control what other people are saying, but I can pick up, sometimes, even though Knoebels is pretty family friendly, you can, I still wouldn't like it. I know when I was out at Death Valley, I stayed at a campground and there was people speaking in a foreign language and they were younger people, and even though I didn't know what they were saying, I could tell that probably wasn't something good just based on the emphasis on certain words or the pitch of the words within the phonics. That's what I want to say, the phonics of it. So I didn't really record too much at the campground because if I don't know what they're saying, I don't want somebody to be going la 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 la, beep beep, because I can't beep it. I don't know what they're saying. And then anybody that speaks that language would hear it and get offended, and I don't want. So campgrounds I usually don't do just because I might pick up people that don't want on film or things like that. So, let's see. A great question. Yep. Thank you very much, buddy. I don't know if you go into the description of my email. I wanted to tell you this last week too, but because when we were together down there, I didn't get to get your phone number. So if you can send me an email or message me on Facebook, can you do that? Yeah, message me on Facebook, and I can message you back my phone number, and then we can get together and talk. Hey, Ed, how are you doing? Cowboy Mike and I said hi. We're out fishing in Augustine. Really? Oh, wow. Hey, Cowboy Mike, how are you doing, brother? All right. Yeah, that's perfect. You two hanging out? That's great. Let's see. Hey, Clark, how are you doing? Clark Williams, hiya. Hiya. Hey, JBK, how are you doing? Happy Sunday to you too. Blessed Sunday. It would be fun to see you camp with Steve sometime. Yep. Hey, Steve, if you're watching, because he does watch every once in a while. When I when I did that tribute video, he came on to our Sunday Night Live and commented. So, Steve, if you're watching, and yeah, him wanting to do a video with me would be really, really a reach down. Yeah, it would. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Homo Santa. Yes, yes. If no one DMs you, send you Tony's email, and he can get you. Yes, I can get you the Discord link. Absolutely. Let's see. Coming down, coming down. Oh, I'm way back at 9. I'm 40 minutes behind on your wait. No way. Yes, I am. Goodness. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. I'm just looking for a couple new people to say hi to that aren't. Oh, and a question. Oh, I hope I didn't go by too many questions. I wasn't looking for question marks. Oh, this is the question. Oh, this is the question. Yeah, no, it's not mesh. I think I answered that one. Oh, okay. This is a question too. I vote for more camps with Bailey. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Bailey, I want to get her out camping again. I like because I don't tent camp, so kind of hard to get her in the hammock unless I do a car camp. But yeah, I got to find the right place to do it. Yeah. So 24-hour live. Who has volunteered to moderate that? I would just say that anybody that's in. Let me get here and do this. I wanted to make Gene a moderator. I just mentioned his name and he popped up over here where I saw it. Let's see. Okay, there's Gene. There's Gene. Save. Okay. So as far as moderating, I'm thinking if we have enough moderators, nobody has to stay up 24 hours with me, but just when you pop in, you can moderate the comments and do that. Just different people that we know. And like I said, I don't know if, let's just do this here too. Dixie Cup, would you mind me making you a moderator as well? Because when you're on here, like I said, when I make someone a moderator, you don't have to do it. But if you're the only one on and you see stuff and you want to get rid of it, I mean, we can just. It's not like you got to really concentrate. We got enough of them in here now that are helping, but it's never hurts to have more. So let me know in the comments if you wouldn't mind me making you a moderator. Dixie Cup. All right. Okay, I'm scroll. So no, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Justin Zingers. Oh, Zingers. Zinser. I just spit stuff out. Yep. Here we go. Good to see you, Tony. Good to see you too. Oh, all right. Oh, let's see. Scroll. Now I'm making sure I'm looking for these. Dixie Cup, Rebecca, that will try to do that. Sounds yummy. Very good video, Tony. I'm jumping over here because I'm behind. Yes, Dixie Cup. That's not to me yet. So Dixie Cup, and Rebecca Wall with 2Ks. If you wouldn't mind me making you a moderator too. So just the more moderators we have in here, the better it is because sometimes people can't jump on. So, hey, Tony, are you going to get the e-bike out soon? Yes. Hi, Tony. If it's work nights, it's kind of tough. It would be better if it were Saturday. Okay, no problem. So what a moderator, it's not saying that you would have to do stuff. It just makes your name blue. And if you are on and you just happen to see something in the comments or talking to someone and or someone's making comments, you could just get rid of the comment. So it's not like you have to. It's not a job yet, but let me know if you want to. That's good. But yes, the e-bike. I want to get it out soon. I was actually because I've got it up here. I open it up, as you guys know, it folds, but I've got it up over here. And I was trying to figure out how to put, so here it is. So I was trying to figure out how to put a backpack back here, like how I would do it. So this is the hay bike. A little bit. You can see hay bike. Hey bike. Yeah. So I got it here. I was trying to figure out how to get gear and stuff on it because it does have a place I can put straps on, and how I would ride it with that, like that. Yep. So it's hidden right. Yeah. So yes, it's going to be soon, but I've also got to figure out if I put a backpack on. I can't have too big of a backpack, so that's kind of what I was when I'm riding it, because I can't have my big 55 liters. So it's got to be at some point, like maybe have a smaller one that I use on my back and maybe something on the backpack. Trying to figure out how to do it. Yeah. Let's see, Tony, Sunday till 10. Okay. Oh, find this. I didn't freeze. We'll just, there we go. Just says you can review and remove a chat or hide or put people in timeouts too. Yeah. So I appreciate that. Yes. And what, Anthony? Oh, that's way down there. Thank you so much, brother Anthony. Hello, my friend. You need some more coffee? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've been busy. I got to catch up your video. Life is short. Enjoy all of your adventures. God bless you and your family. God bless you too, and thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. And you did a super chat last week too, and I do want to say that things like that go to getting stuff like this, so we can just help. Oh, just helps with the channel and things. So the last 2 days, what is this? You say, what's all that duct tape on there? So as y'all know, I showed this on a couple of videos, but I get comments once in a while in the comment section that says, don't mind me asking, but do you have a prosthetic leg? And I'm like, oh no, but looks like that because I wear a brace. So I've been working on some things, and I realized that. So I've been 2 days now without this leg brace. Now my calf goes right here. I added this strap because the old one. This is over 2 years old. So this goes around. I had to duct tape this on because the other one wore out. But so I wear this in my shoe, so my heel fits right there, and my toes hang out over the edge. Yeah. But what I've noticed is that because I don't move my toes, because when I say this is here, when I go to step forward, see, it doesn't let the foot bend, but it doesn't. My toes aren't engaging when I walk. And sometimes when I'm standing there, just standing, I'll fall back a little bit because this won't let my foot do certain things. And I notice, and what this is to keep your foot from being down like this, okay, like this, because it's called drop foot. I don't have a severe drop foot, but I have some drop foot, and it turns out a little bit like that. Okay. So what I've been doing is this is how I step with this. Boom, step. So I've been massaging a tendon. Can't show you where the tendon is, but say this is my shin. Okay. There's a tendon that runs right here. When I was taking my toe and bending my toe under on my foot, I let go of it and it go bang, right back like it was on a spring. I go bend, and I noticed that it was stretching on my shin, right along the shin bone, right about there. So I was rubbing it and rubbing it and rubbing it, and I can't bend my toes. I can't curl them. They just don't curl under. And I can keep trying and trying and trying and curling a little bit. But when I'm in that brace, they're not engaged all day. So anything that I try to do, it kind of stops. So what I've been doing is massaging that and really good, putting a lot of pressure on it. And I noticed that I went, ooh, well, I didn't even move like that. It went and say, this is my big toe. It went not even that much. It moved that much. Right. And I was like, well, it's moving. So I kept doing that for days, rubbing that, just kept doing it and trying to get that band done. But then by the end of the day, I go take my shoes off and it's the same thing. I try to bend it. And here's what I look like, my face, when I go to try to bend my toe. My face gets all contorted and it's not moving, right? But I'm doing that, I'm rubbing that. I noticed it was like just reflecting, getting some reflex to it. So 3 days ago, yesterday morning, I made a decision. I was going to put this back on. I said, no, I'm not putting this back on. I don't. Now, when I go camping and hiking, for now, I've got to use this because the uneven terrain, I'll trip and fall too many times. Yeah. But so I just did it. I just curled my toes and they're like this now. So I'm moving them. Just sit here. That's exciting. So yeah, that's where it's going. So, but I'm finding that moving that muscle or rubbing that muscle, that band is going away. And again, thank you very much, Anthony Price. Really appreciate that, brother. Certainly do. Yeah. And I'm getting that that movement. But what I've noticed is now I'm trying to, when I don't have that brace on, I keep trying to figure out how I can show you this. So when I step through, usually when you can push off with your toes, you probably know this, but it's subconscious. Your toes roll. With this, my toes don't roll, so they're not engaging at all. And what I noticed is that they started filling up with fluid around, say, like the right near the toes, and that would make it even tighter that I couldn't move it because of that. So we're still, it's 2 years and a month since the stroke, but we're still working, we're still making improvements, and I should point with my stroke hand as well. And see, that finger today is good now that it's warmer, and look how fast I'm moving it. All right, isn't Stitch will know this. His wave. But it's getting a little quicker, but then I'll have a bad day and a good day and a bad day, which still 2 years out. We're having good days and bad days, but we're always working. We're always working towards it. And we got 73 people working, and we're going to take another bite of bacon. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. And let's see. Coming down. Right now, you're going to do the e-bike. Okay, that's the last question. Scroll. Yeah. Hey, good night, Josh and Jen. You're probably already sleeping because that was 9:09. It's an hour later. Okay. Oh, another question. Ready for summer, can go camping and want scared of thunderstorm. So thunderstorms, I'm not afraid of. I like thunderstorms. I do, and lightning. And I like it when we make a video and we can get it, but you don't always get thunder and lightning. So, hey, William Samo. I'm just going to stick with first names. Hope you're having a good evening. Yes, and I am. You came on. Absolutely. Thank you so much. What are your thoughts on gas stove you use to heat the water for your Insta meals? What are your thoughts on the gas stove? So I don't have it up here right now. Uh, I use several. It depends on the camp. So this is my cook set here, which is just a titanium cup, 750 ml. And inside of here, I keep my burner, my little burner, and the little gas bottle. So that's what most through hikers do this for. Now they might have just tinfoil for a wind guard or some other form of wind guard rather than this one. And this one is the Optimus. That's on the storefront too. Just go in and look at the cooking stuff. But this is a little like a. This is a. This burner. It's a micro burner. It's small. It's all fits in here. So that's what I boil water with on here. But when I'm doing a little, I have the other stove. I got the Fire Maple X3 for the Camo one. That is a 1.5 liter top. I can't show you that one because that one's downstairs, but that's in videos. So we got the Fire Maple one, and I like that one because it's got the bigger pot. Maybe I'm not trying to stay as light, even though that's pretty light too. But you can also remove that and then put just a bigger great burner on. So we use that to heat water. I've used our kettle to heat water with our, you can't see it, but it's the Saturn down there, but that's kind of overkill to heat water. And Olin Krakendated got his flamethrower that's in the car, ready to go as well. But depending on what you're doing, if you're just gonna go camping and you're gonna just heat, the only thing you're doing is heating water for coffee and for to rehydrate a meal, then I would just do this. All right, just a little thing. If you want to go a little bit bigger, 1.5 liter pot, go with the similar to the jet boil, but the Fire Maple one versus the jet boil. Now the Fire Maple one it take just maybe 30 seconds to 45 seconds longer to boil the same amount of water. I'm thinking, I heard somebody say that. Jet boil boils a little quicker, but if you want to just talk for another 2 sentences, water will be boiled just as quick, and it's about half the price. So the Fire Maple pot. So that one's actually in the backpack downstairs, ready to go. Because I said the snake skin. I put the snake skin on our quilt and underquilt. So I've got the top quilt, the underquilt, the hammock, everything in there in that snake skin. It's a big enough snake skin to hold it all in there, and it was very easy to come in from both ends. And then you cinch it up in the middle, cinch it up on the ends, and you can let it lay on the ground after that and just put it in your backpack or carry your backpack and walk towards the other tree and stuff it in. But yeah, I'm gonna show that. I might do a video too of just my Onewind setup, which I did in that video, but I really didn't go over it. I mean, it kind of did. Didn't, but I want to make just a dedicated video of that Onewind. Yep. Okay. Oh, good night, all. Good night, homeless Santa. Sorry I missed you. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Hopefully, I got to send me a thing, uh, message. It's like, hey, Sue Brown, how are you doing? My boyfriend has type 2 and metformin, doesn't agree with him. And now he takes insulin once a day and Ozempic once a week. Yeah. So, metformin, I only know this because I looked it up years ago. Metformin doesn't agree with a lot of people because the number one, and I was even when I was on it for 30 days, I had the runs for 30 days on metformin when they started me on that. And I kept telling the doctor, I said, hey, I got, what's going on? And I ended up looking it up on, because I used to be a pharmaceutical buyer years ago and, did drug formularies, things like that, and I would buy pharmaceuticals for like closed door facilities. And I ran that department and made all the purchases for that, like setting up formularies and stuff. So anyhow, I looked up the drug reactions. You know what the number one side effect of metformin was? Severe diarrhea. Number one. So like, well, he could have told me that. So we got the medication changed to metformin with something else. Then my shoulder froze. I had a frozen shoulder. It was froze. I couldn't lift it any higher than this. I could. It was bad, and I thought I almost went to surgery for a torn rotocuff. I dealt with it for a couple of years. Then they changed my medicine, and within a month, my shoulder pain went away. It's so weird. And I told them, I said, "Hey, my shoulder pain went away," and they were all trying to figure out what was going on with my shoulder. So yeah, hopefully he's doing good on it. So I was on Ozempic 2 once a week, and then Jardiance once a day, and I use the term loosely. Was so. Hey Tom, how are you doing? From Hereford, Maryland. Oh, okay, we're neighbor to the south. Yeah, yeah. You need to start eating healthier. Yeah. If that's for me, I already did. Yeah, yeah. All right. So, maybe I'll tell you that's a good blood sugar. Yeah, yeah. Amazing blood sugar. And you can ask Lisa because we're banging our heads about it for years now. Nothing. And I've never had a string of blood sugars. I mean, I could go on that meter and show you all the historical data. Yeah. But we're not going to do that tonight. All right. So I think Doc's been checked. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So I'm only looking for arrows and question marks. 99% of doctors. Yeah. 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 And Miss 2.0, she does a lot of research on nutrition, things like that. So she's, got even certificates and stuff for that. Yeah. So, yep. Boom. Thanks. Tender love and care. So much of what I see can be prevented by food and other exercise. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, say hi to Freddie. Johnny. I saw Freddie's name over here too. But Natural Care is a good way to go. So glad y'all are all talking in there. But yes, definitely, Mary, say hi to Johnny. Yes. Like my steak, medium rare or medium. Medium. I like my medium rare. You gotta see what I ate. Yeah. Did the protein high fiber diet ending to get kidney stones? Okay. I like mine medium well. Yeah, I do high protein. Okay, good. You guys are talking in there. Oh, Miss 2.0 doing lots of talking in there. Let's see. Oh, I'm scrolling. I don't. Hey, George, there you are. Yeah, rip, Ladybug. My condolence, old crackadated. All right. Uh, uh, yeah, I'm not. I don't. May. It might be. It might be because I know I had my stroke in March, end of March. Was in the hospital part of May or April. 5 days. Then I went to the rehab for multiple weeks. And while I was in rehab, May, I believe it is Kia Soul, is diabetes month, awareness month. Tony's bacon. Bacon train made me giggle. Woo hoo! Oh, we got the caboose on here. Well, almost the caboose. Huh? Thanks for reminding me. Alpine Warrior. Oh, look at all the bacon. And Tony a bacon banjo, and he would eat it. Bacon, 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 bacon. Look in the millstones. What is that? Can shoot me a text. I'm not seeing what that is. Millstones. I don't remember what I was talking about. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, as everyone tried chocolate covered bacon. Yeah, I've tried it dipped in bacon or bacon dipped in chocolate. Good. Yeah. Oh, God makes a lot of excellent products. Okay. And no more monster drinks. But yeah, I haven't in like a week and a half. I used to have one right before I went live. I used to have a monster drink, the white ones. And look, I have a little trash can here. Oh, no monster drinks. Yeah. I've had them several times. I used to drink a lot of them. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But haven't been. Yeah, I would love chocolate covered bacon. Well, that would have to be a long time. Hey, nomadic camping, how are you doing? I think I saw you up down here, up there. Oh, up there, and I missed it. And then I just caught you down here. Yeah, and Gene, I don't know if you noticed you're blue now. I don't know if you're in here still, but I was talking about watching Game 7 of Dallas and Las Vegas. Oh, there we are, guy. Okay, got a question. Was that bacon from Shamokin? Believe it or not, yes. This one was from Irish Isles, or Irish Isles. Yeah, Irish Isles. So this one was from Irish Isles. So this is and I usually get like 12 slices because that's what, no, 14 slices because that's what fits on my cookie sheet in rows. And then I do them up and then put them in there in a container and stick them in the refrigerator. And then I'll eat maybe 2 or 3 if I want to. I'll just eat it 2 or 3, not every day, but I have crushed these up and put them in other stuff too, with eggs. Yeah, yum. Oh, gone. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mario. Thank you. Camp with Star. And try to position my hammock about 12 inches off the ground. Oh, okay. Yeah, that might work. I don't know if Bailey, she likes to be, now she wasn't like this when she was younger, but as she's getting older, she likes to get her nose under covers and she does like this, and then she'll do like a little army crawl to get under the covers. It's funny. and she stretches out alongside of you. So that's why, and if you all remember, I mean, it's been a year, over a year, when she went hammock camping, I had her that little bed, that little doggy bed. Here's the doggy bed. I've taken this little doggy bed and put this in the car, and she was sleeping on that, and then she didn't want that no more. She came over and stuck her nose underneath my top quilt and slid under there, and she crowded me. Yeah, it's a good thing it wasn't hot out. Good. Yeah. Tried sending you a message. You may want to spam. Okay. And see, North Carolina, be careful. Those drinks can rupture your stomach. Oh, listen to the nurse. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, Dixie Cup. Yes, Freddie's saying, hey, Tony, it's a work night. It's kind of tough. I would be better on it. Oh, now I'm getting down to what I saw over here. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's see. I'm trying to catch, just to making sure. There's Anthony Price. Thank you very much again for that, Anthony. Really blessing. See, Lisa says, thanks, Anthony P. Now that's Anthony Price up here. My middle initial is P. My first name is Anthony. Tony. So, but my middle name is starts with a P. So I thought Lisa was saying, thanks, Anthony P. For me. Yeah. Man, you're an inspiration. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, never give up. Never give up. Hey, Kim Sims, how you doing, Tony? Get saddlebags for motorcycle or bike. They would be great. Yeah. So I'd have to unhook it because this bike folds in half. The handlebars collapse down, and then you fold the whole thing up. And with saddlebags on it, because I thought about that, I'd have to remove the saddlebags every time to put them back on, because I can't fold it to get it in the back of the car without it. So yeah, but thanks, Kim. We're gonna get something figured out, and if saddlebags work, I'll definitely do that. Only drink 2 a week while camping. Yeah. Miss 2.0 giving you the thumbs up there, Nomadic. Thank you so much. I will be a good and fair moderator. I'm sure you will, and I will just appreciate all your extra help. And that comment, let's see. Look at that. I got a wrench. Yeah, you did. All right. Tony asked me curling my toes. Yeah, so we're way back there. I love bacon. Oh, I love bacon too. Yeah. No, I don't have it. Only have Darlene to watch out for when. Wait. Yes. Hey, John Schofield, how are you doing? Over in Ranshaw. Yeah. How are you doing, John? You're close. Close. To, like I said, M&T Living and Cooking. How are you doing? You were on here at what time? 9:59? Not too long ago, 14 minutes ago, and we still got 68 people watching. So we have gone over our 2-hour mark. So we're going to start working on winding down. Anything, now I'm finally asking, anything about the camps that we just looked at, and any questions about any of the camps that we just did? Yeah, Metformin has, when my shoulder locked up and I was going, they were going to do that surgery. And the reason I didn't get the surgery done is because they said they couldn't pinpoint, they couldn't see any tears, stuff like that, but they just knew I couldn't do this. That's as far as I could move it. And it was like a rotocuff. He said, well, we'll go in there. We're going to break it, which all the rotocuff area, break it loose, sew it all back together, and then see if that works, basically. And then you'll do rehab. And I said to him, I said, what if I don't get to rehab? Because I was in sales, I was on the road a lot, and I wouldn't be able to, come back and go to rehab 3 times a week for it. And he said, well, and it'll probably not get any better. And I said, what if I still have pain? He said, well, you might. And I was like, no, I'll just put up with the pain I got now. And but when they changed the med, and I was sitting on the couch, right? And I was sitting there, and it was both shoulders at that point. But I used to, anyhow, a fly came by, and I went like that to knock the fly out of the way. And if I did that, I would be in tears. It would hurt so bad. It would get nauseous because it hurt so bad, and I'd be just tearing up. And I went, and I was like, wow. And then it would crackle, crackle, crackle. And I would crackle, crackle. And I was like, wow, it's not, I don't have the pain. And so I started working on mobility, and I went to the doctor, the chiropractor, everybody. I said, hey, look, I had that for 3.5 years. I'm like, look, I can move my shoulder. And I said, the only thing that changed is you changed my meds. Well, it's probably not that, and I kept saying, I looked it up on the internet, and it said there was like forums saying metformin and shoulder pain. Like, really? Because when I could move it, then start to move it, I was like, well, it's got to be, maybe it's my medication. Sure enough. And the doctor, the chiropractor, and they all said, and my guy that was going to do the surgery, they said, no, it's not the medication. Well, how to get better? And tell me that it's better. And that was incredible. Yeah, I couldn't throw a frisbee, couldn't throw a football with my kids. I couldn't climb a ladder because I had to reach and then pull myself up, and it would put too much pain on that. And then eventually, because I was not using it, it froze. Yeah. It was about 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, but M&T Living and Cooking, they get together and do that cooking show. Stitch volunteered him and I to do a cooking with you guys. I know what I'm making, a ribeye. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's scrolling. Oh, steak. My steaks have to be bleeding. Yeah, I say I like them just next to the moo. Not too much over the moo. Oh, and I saw who was it, honey? I don't know if you're. Yeah, you are still on there. Who's the lady and husband we were just watching on? It's a husband and wife, but they were showing like what they eat in a week. And her husband was out at the grill, and he has they're cooking on the grill, but he flips it and he has this flamethrower, big old thing on the end, a gas bottle. He's going and just back and forth and charring it on the outside while it's cooking on the bottom. He was charring it on here, and then he flip it and char it a little bit more. And I was like, ooh, that's the way I like it. There's a term called Pittsburgh style, where if you know what Pittsburgh style is, when I used to work at a restaurant, when I used to do dishes, and then the chef had me come over to work with him at the kitchen, do like sous chef kind of stuff. And then eventually I just cooked and with him, and then would do it while he would go away and things like that. But where was I going with that? I forget. But oh, Pittsburgh style is charred on the outside and still cold in the center, like tartar. I think that's what you call it, tartar. So, but like, and you do. Oh my goodness, is that ever good? So I like it next to the move. Yeah. Hey, MD Gons and Melissa, how are you doing? Good evening, everyone. Finally made it. Well, I was looking for you in the comments. Glad you made it on. Absolutely. There's Darlene saying hi to MD Gons. To Melissa. Let's see. I'm coming down bacon. Big old exclamation points, big letters. Okay. Oh, you did it last year. Oh, did you really? Bacon chocolate review last year or so. Awesome. Yeah. Hey, Zach Pats. Hey, man, love your videos. Appreciate it, Zach. Yeah, I do. Yeah, and I appreciate you watching. I really do. Did I say Melissa? Maria. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. Still drink coffee on this diet? Absolutely. So, yes. And I've noticed, especially over the last several days, even without coffee, like if I got up and said, I'm not going to have coffee today, my energy is like I drank a cup of coffee, maybe two, maybe three. And from what I understand, doing this about your body's learning to get burn fat for fuel and become more adept at getting back to the core of burning fat for fuel, which is a very good fat. Fuel, fuel fat. Yeah. Pittsburgh style, yes, cooked in on molten steel, right? Yeah, yeah. You know what? I am gonna. Yeah, I like to get one of them torches and do both sides of it while it's cooking on there, just like a flamethrower. I know Steve Wallace has that to start his fires with. He's got one of those ones that melt hot tar on a roof and stuff like that. He's got that big gas tank with that big flamethrower, and he starts his fire with that campfire. I can come with a big 20 gallon, 20 pound propane tank and my big old flamethrower and throw the thing on the scuttle on the one side and then flame roasted on the other side. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Also stop by Old and Cracking David's channel. Yep, there it is. Take a shot before watching a food video. Depends on if you lick the screen. Yeah, Old and Cracking David. Hey, Aces and Suitcases. Hello from Ohio. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Hey, Sherry Price. Any relation to Anthony? Yeah. So, or Sherry. Did I say Sharon? I only thought I heard myself say it. But I watched the parking lot stealth steak dinner video. That was a fun show. All the best from Pensacola, Florida. Hey, way down there in Pensacola. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hope you're having some nice weather down there. It's not too humid yet. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Hammock Mountains YouTube channel as well. I like that rooftop one you did recently. Made that little ladder. Do you plan on doing trail magic videos again this year? Yes. I know Trail Days is coming up on the 17th. A lot of people get off the trail. I am definitely going to be doing trail magic videos, Adam. Yeah, I definitely am. Just Miss 2.0. Yes, love trail magic. Yeah. And now that I have certain things, like we've got just some really cool stuff that we'll be able to set up to, do some cooking for people. Yeah, like I said, I've got, yeah, I've got stuff. Yeah, I do. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Good night, everyone. All y'all in my prayers. Love my 2.0 family. Have a great week, everyone. You have a great week too, Freddie. And if you do, send me a message if you get up this way. Yeah, let's see. Night, Freddie. Everybody saying good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, Freddie. Freddie seems like Freddie's got a good idea. Getting time to go. Scrolling down, charbroiled. Absolutely. Steak tartare. My dad prefers his almost cremated. Yeah, that's almost 2.0 likes it too, but she gets better. I'm bringing her over. She's starting to like it a little bit less than cremated or shoe leathered. Yeah. Oh, I love steak tacos. Yeah, so I've been looking at different things. I watched, was it Parmesan cheese or something like that? Somebody just made one of the lady and husband, the lady that we just watched, been following. She made taco shells out of Parmesan cheese, shredded Parmesan. She put it on a flat plate, let it melt, flipped it, let it melt until it got to be like a tortilla shell. Then she took 2 glasses and ran a dowel across it. Then took the look at all these visuals I'm doing. Then this is the dowel. Then took the Parmesan thing, laid it over there, and then when they dried a little bit, she pulled it off, and it was a taco shell. And they had tacos out of Parmesan cheese that were all crispy. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I want to try that. I do want to try that. I come through Georgia. Yeah, absolutely. Love to meet you. And if I'm up that way, I'll hunt you down. Well, certainly, Anthony. Looking forward to meeting you, brother. Yeah. Hey, Jeff. How you doing? Hello from Millville. All right, Millville. Yeah. Okay, if that's the same Millville I'm thinking of. Yeah. Okay. Oh, a lot of people saying good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, everyone. Wish you all a great week and stay strong. All right, Alpine Warrior, we'll see you later. Good night, brother. Forecast. Let's see. I'm scrolling. I want to make sure I get to the end before I say I'm getting close. Oh, Ozark Great Adventures, Branson, Missouri. Here, well, welcome from Branson. Miss 2.0 saying bye to Alpine. Yeah, and let's see. Am I at the bottom? Yeah, I am. That was an hour and 28 minutes. Or 2 hours and 28 minutes. We're done. And we're good. All right. And I didn't see any more questions about the camp. So, like I said, that was a good camp. And it was neat seeing Luxury Auto tinting. Like I said, got over there, I gave them the link for the video. and they shared it on their Facebook page. They do have a Facebook page that they post their pictures of vehicles. They do a lot of, like I said, high-end vehicles, tint them for different dealers and stuff. All right, let's see. Time for me to head to bed as well. Good night, everyone. Take care and God bless, says Marie MD Gone 66. All right, Terry May, good night, everyone. All right, good night, Maria. Stitch saying, have a great week. Yes, everybody, have a great week and having a great evening. Yes, thank you, thank you. All right. Well, I am going to go. Oh, I was looking for another piece of bacon. Yeah. All right. So any questions about what I'm doing? I am going to go. Let's see. I rarely eat fish on Sundays, but today I caught 9 big bass. What? Nice. It was rainy, which is when bass hit good. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yep. Hey, night, Richard. All right. Hey, there's Carl. Good evening, folks. Hey, Carl. Good evening. And we just said we were getting off at 10:30, Carl. All righty. Well, so I am gonna wait. It's only why is everyone going to bed? It's only 7:30 here, right? Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to take it too long over 2.5 hours. I mean, we've gone 5 hours already with different things. But for tonight, we're going to go ahead and end this video now. Good night, all. Good night. Good night, says KN and Steve and Dixie Cup, MNT Living and Cooking. Good night. Good night, Kim. Good night, Dixie Cup. And thanks, Dixie Cup, for saying yes. All right. Good night, Mary. Good night, Johnny. Yes. All right. Well, I think that's it. There's Johnny. Here's Johnny. Oh, I got to go over here. Here's Johnny. Oh, it didn't go. Is it up there? No, it didn't go again. There's Johnny. All right. Good night, Johnny. Good night, Mary. Good night, Kim. Good night, Chuck. Good night, Elric. All right. Well, guys, we got to get going. Good night, Freddie. Good night. All right. So, hey, thanks a lot for jumping on the Sunday night. I always like when we get a chance to hang out, and I'm going to continue to work on how we're going to do our live. And don't forget, I got to do a review on this shirt. Man, it's a nice shirt, isn't it? Yeah. And squirrel. They make jeans now too, and they sent me a pair of jeans, and it's made out of the same material. Oh, what do you see? They're actually soft and a little stretchy, but yeah, pretty cool. Anyhow, I got to do that, and it's only the only reason I'm going to do a review on that kind of stuff is because it's camping related. You got to wear clothes, but these are breathable, things like that, made out of all that good stuff. And it's great for hiking because you don't got to wash them very often and you don't smell, which is good. I trimmed the beard again. Got it all looking sharp for tonight. All right. Well, I got to go. Rebecca with 2Ks. I have tried cheese wrapped pickles. Awesome. All right. Well, Tony 2.0. Hell, I'm not going to be out yet. I got to come back over here and click that thing, the button to end this. All right, everybody having an incredible, amazing week. Love y'all. Really appreciate all of your support and help. And thanks for watching the videos. And hey, if you think about it, share it with some of your friends. And I did talk, did a quick text with Northwest Wind. And I was hoping he would jump on tonight. A little bit, him and I would talk just a little bit because we're going to get together, him and I. We're working on it. But he was at a concert, I believe, tonight. and I last minute sent him a quick text. But I'm gonna be in 2 weeks out in Clarion, PA, at the Rendezvous, and I haven't really told many people that yet. That's there, but we'll be seeing you again this year. All right. Well, love y'all. Many prayers. Good night, good night, good night. And God bless you and have an amazing week. And we will see you during the week on videos. All right. See ya. And I gotta end the video. you okay. Turn around. So right there, you gotta click this one up here, and then it pops there, and you think you're going off right there, and then you got to come down here and click this one. So I'm going to click that one, and we're going to see you on the next one. All right, see you next Sunday night too. Love y'all. Anybody new that was here tonight, thanks a lot for stopping by. See ya.